All right, I'm recording. Say hi, Vanessa. All right, let's see who just joined. Gabriella joined. All right. Just wait one more minute. Okay, so this is kind of the solution. Hey, Gabriella.
Hi.
Okay. This is kind of the solution to what I had said. Now, the issue is there's a little bit of ambiguity, right, because of the different dates. But one of the things that I was saying was we want to know we would like to know all of the employees' salaries in a given year where that year had the lowest average salary of all the years. So we break it up into two parts. First part is this one. This is this inner query. I'm selecting, let me do it this one first. I'm selecting the year portion of the from date and the average salary.
Right.
And I'm from salaries. I'm grouping by one, and I'm using the from date. If people use the to date, it'll be a slightly different, but it's the same principle. Order by the average. So since it's order in ascending order, the smallest average will go first. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay. And so that's why I'm at that point only taking limit 1. That will give me 1 record. Okay.
What's the order by 2? I forgot about that.
Order by 2 means I'm going to order by the second column, which is this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. So once I do that, I have another I'm basically doing a query on top of that because I only want the year portion.
Right.
I don't want anything else. Okay. So if you run this by itself with the B there, you'll see that it gives me 1 record. 1985 is the year with the lowest average salary.
Okay, question. Where did B dot year sal come from?
So, okay, so you see where I get this query, right?
Right. As B. That's going to be the new table, B.
Right. So what happens is I'm basically putting this in.
Oh, I see now. Year sal. I see year sal. Okay, I get it. Okay.
Gabriella, you good with it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. So now once I have this year sal, now I can use that as well. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all of the salaries,
right,
from the salaries table and get the employee information. So I'm joining there where the salary and the from date, taking the year portion, is in
the subquery.
Which returned 1985.
Right.
Okay. Gabriella, make sense?
Yes. Is there a particular reason why for the left join you put salaries on the left and employees on the right?
No, it actually does not matter.
Okay.
Just going to indent this for you a little bit more. So it looks like this. Okay. And that's how we get the answer.
Okay. I didn't have the as B part to create the, that's what was.
So you absolutely need this when you're selecting from a temporary table that you're creating.
Right.
Because it needs a name, right?
Right. Exactly. That's what I mean. I didn't give it a name. So it was just basically 2 separate, okay, I get it.
And that's it.
Okay, it was easy, simple enough.
Well,
yeah, I think I got everything except for I forgot to put for line 4, I forgot to put S dot from date and year, the year thing.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I want you guys to play around with this. So as you start making those mistakes, which are fantastic, then what happens is you start realizing them and it helps self-correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unlike Siri, which auto-corrects and gives you something totally different.
Cool.
Okay. These are the types of queries that you want to become familiar with and know how to do. And that's why I'm giving you different types of queries here, like with the inner query, subjoins, temporary table, etc. because that's critical in doing SQL work.
Mhm.
Okay.
Great.
Does that make sense? All right. Any other questions?
I actually had a couple, well, I have like 4 different questions from previous classes that I just wanted to ask you.
Sure.
Um,
Can I share your
can I-
screen?
yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Isn't SQL fun?
It's interesting.
Aha.
Okay. So, all right. So I was trying, can you see this actually?
Yep.
Okay. So I was trying to like figure out a pattern between these left joins, and I thought maybe like I noticed that the table you're joining, you typically put on the right. And so I thought that was like the rule of thumb, but then I noticed that for here, you did not put DM on the right, you put it on the left, and I'm not entirely sure why.
Some people put the table they're joining to on the left, on the right. I can tell you should probably put the table, in the from clause or whatever on the left, and then the one that you're joining to on the right. But it doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, because it's equivalence, right? So as long as it's equal to it, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like the one that's like on the left. That's the one where it's going to pull all the fields, and then the table on the right side of the equal sign is going to be the one where you only pull the
No,
match.
that's handled by the from and the left join. When you do the left join, yeah, it's by the table name, not by what's in those equal things.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right, that makes more sense. And then for this part where we created a separate alias for employees,
Yep.
is that only because it was already pulled in the from clause? Like, does that only apply for tables that are pulled in the from clause, or is that for like any table if you're re-pulling something?
If you're re-pulling.
Okay, got it.
And the reason is because you're linking it to something totally, to a different key.
Okay.
Right? So like in the second one, we had the from clause already for employees, but now I need the information that's linked to employees from the department managers.
Okay, got it. Yeah, right.
Now, if you had a left join that had another one and you wanted to do another join with another left join table, you could do that as well.
Got it. Okay. Okay, question. So my understanding is that this was not supposed to this is not supposed to include the lower bound, right?
Yeah, I got to double check. Yes, I think so.
But
and it is. So that means let me check that let me check the it was in, I think it was within, let me check for you. Okay.
Okay.
Let me go to the documentation and then I'll post that, because
okay, cool.
I don't use between a lot. I don't like it. In fact, I only like it for dates.
Yeah, no, I mean, I could see how this is like more clear. That's what I would probably prefer anyway. And then my only other question is that why do we need these lines since like this part is already filtering it down to only one gender? So like, couldn't you just say pull that gender from this thing since there's only one? Like, why do you need this part?
Okay, so that's a great question. And I would tell you just try it and you'll see it returns an error.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you to do that. Go ahead. Just comment out 76, 77, and 83.
Oh, 83.
Go ahead and run it. Okay. Return an error, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's figure out why. You're looking for where the gender is in something, correct?
Right.
Now, so gender has to be what? Either what or what?
Male or female?
Cool. Could you run 78 through 82, please? Go ahead.
I think actually, hold on.
It won't matter. If you just highlight it, it's fine.
I don't know. I've been trying to do that, and I think that is. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me just see. I think this might be the reason why. Because I've been trying to select things and it doesn't work.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you have there?
Female.
That's not what you got. What do you have?
What do you mean?
you need to select. So if you're looking to select a gender, right?
Yeah.
It should be from a data set that has what?
A gender?
Just a gender. What do you have there? You've got gender and account.
Okay.
So the 78 through 82 is returning 2 fields in a set.
Oh.
And what you want is you only want it to return one item for the set, one column for every row. You could have like 5 or 6 rows, but you can't have what are called tuples. You can't have multiple. You cannot have multiple item tuples.
Okay.
And anytime you return a row, it's called a tuple.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Yeah. Okay. So you can't. Got it. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's why we have to do
it just
76.
seemed like redundant to me, but I see that now. Why it'd be an issue.
It could look redundant. That's correct. Until you understand that gender needs to pull from a set of a value that would correspond to a gender. And what the query 78 through 82 is doing is it's responding to a set of multiple column tuple.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, those are the only questions I had. So.
All right, cool.
Great.
Vanessa, any questions?
No, I'm good.
Awesome. I think you guys are the only ones on, so I'll stop recording and I'll post this on as well.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Great.
See you
Thank you.
Monday.